Coming up, back to school with kids back in the classroom or headed there soon. We'll get some tips on masks, the best ones to wear, and some do's and don'ts. And Dr. John will be here to answer your latest questions.
What does it mean that the vaccine has full FDA approval?
Then we're getting a pep talk.
And I know coming back may be challenging, but no, we are here.
We'll get some advice from a teacher as a new school year gets underway. Plus, way to go. Get it? Way to go. We'll head to England for this annual event at the London Zoo. And golden moment, this teenager's making a big splash at the Tokyo Paralympics. Her remarkable story featuring an adorable best friend just ahead.
This is NBC Nightly News, Kids Edition.
Welcome back to Nightly News Kids Edition. I'm Kate Snow. It is so great to be here with you while Lester is off enjoying some vacation time this week. We've got a really super lineup, including an update on a story we brought to you a while back about a teenage swimmer from Long Island, New York, who just broke a world record. And get this, she just won her first gold medal at the Tokyo Paralympics. We can't wait to tell you about her and her four-legged friend. But let's begin with one of the top stories that we continue to follow on this program, and that is the COVID pandemic and the return to school. We know a lot of you have either started school or you'll be there soon, and for some of you, it might be the first time back in the classroom in person in a long time. We know some school districts across the country are requiring students and faculty to wear masks. So here now is our friend Kristen Dahlgren with some tips on what masks you can wear to best protect you and your classmates.
Back to school means it's time for pencils, notebooks, backpacks, and now in 2021, your masks. For some of you, depending on where you live, masks may be required in school all day. The CDC is recommending universal indoor masking for all students, teachers, and staff, regardless if you're vaccinated or not. But whatever rules your school has, the guidance can all be a bit overwhelming. So we asked pediatrician Dr. Anastasia Pagonis to help us out. Our first question, how do masks help us?
When we are talking with our friends, out of our mouths and nose come little spit and snot particles that we can't see. What the mask does is it catches those spit and snot particles, and inside those particles is where the virus is.
The CDC says masks can offer protection for both yourself and your friends around you. What is the best mask you can wear at school?
So look, it's all super confusing. I've got kids, this is actually an M95, so I've got this type of mask. I've got the paper surgical masks and then the cloth masks. Which one is best?
Any mask is great. Like, as long as everyone is wearing a mask, they are going to help keep each other safe. Any of these type of masks you can make fit really well on your face, and that's what's most important, that you're going to be comfortable throughout the day.
For those of you who were in elementary school or are not vaccinated, Dr. Pagonis recommends wearing a KN95 mask. If you are vaccinated and in middle or high school, Dr. Pagonis says the key is comfort. Pick any mask that fits well and is easy to wear. Are there any tips to help my mask fit better?
For the surgical masks, I like the knot and fold. You do a quick knot on the side, like that, knot on that side, knot on that side. And then when you pop the mask open, just do a little tuck of those extra sides there. And now you have a nice, tight little cup almost. That's going to make it fit around a small person's mouth a lot better.
Dr. Pagonis also says to pick a mask with a nose wire. And to make those straps more comfortable, try a big paper clip.
So most of my kids are using big paper clips. They're just opening big paper clips. They're putting the loops behind the paper clips and hooking the loops together.
And lastly, how do we wash our cloth masks? The CDC and Dr. Pagonis recommend washing your masks in the washing machine, or you can hand wash with soap and water. And don't forget to bring a few backup masks to school.
Masks are the cheapest, most effective way to limit the spread of the virus within a building and within a place that has a lot of people.
Kristen, thank you so much. And joining us now is my buddy, Dr. John Torres. Dr. John, great to see you. We have a couple new questions from viewers this weekend. The first one is actually about masks, and it comes all the way from South Korea. Take a listen.
Hi, my name is Ethan, and I'm from Seoul, South Korea. And my question is, if I'm wearing a mask and I talk to a person with coronavirus, would I get coronavirus too? Thank you. I love Nightly News Kids Edition. Bye.
That's a really good question, Dr. John.
You know, that's a fantastic question, and the answer is most likely not, because that mask really protects you. It's even more important that both of you wear masks, and let me show you why. Let me demonstrate here. See, if you're not wearing a mask, the air comes out of your mouth and your nose, and that's how the virus gets out, especially if you're screaming or shouting. Even more virus can get out. And you can see, if I'm not wearing a mask, it's easy to get that out there. But once I put a mask on, it's much, much harder to get anything to blow like that. It can come off, but it takes a lot more to do that. And then if I'm wearing a mask and the person I'm talking to is wearing a mask, you can see it's impossible for any of this stuff to go off. So that virus is not coming out of my mouth, that virus is not coming out of my nose, which means you're both protected, and that's the best thing you can do, Kate.
Masks, absolutely. Dr. John, thank you. Our next question comes from Charlotte, and it's about something that was just in the news.
What does it mean that the vaccine has full FDA approval? Bye. Love your show.
And one of the vaccines has that full approval right now, right? But not for kids?
Exactly, Kate. It can be used under the full approval for 16-year-olds and above, for the emergency use authorization, 12 to 15-year-olds, and we're keeping an eye to find out when they'll get approval for those even younger.
All right, Dr. John, thanks as always.
You bet.
Now let's talk about back to school. Teachers across the country super excited to start a new school year with you guys, including Jonte Lee. He's a teacher at Calvin Coolidge High School in Washington, D.C.
Welcome back, scholars and families. The academic school year 2021 to 2022 is going to be epic. It is going to be filled with exciting possibilities. This year, you will interact with highly engaging lessons, fun activities, and most importantly, we get to meet you. This past year was an unprecedented year of change, and I know coming back may be challenging, but no, we are here. By the time it takes you to turn around, we will be there. We are excited to meet you and be part of your academic journey. Welcome back.
Mr. Lee, didn't his classroom look great? Thank you so much. Well, time now for a little trivia. This upcoming Monday is Labor Day, the unofficial end of summer. Did you know that Labor Day always falls on the first Monday in September, and the holiday pays tribute to American workers and all the achievements and contributions that they've made? Labor Day was created by the labor movement, a group of people who wanted change for workers way back in the late 19th century, and it became a federal holiday. It was President Grover Cleveland who signed that law on June 28, 1894. All right, let's switch gears and get our picture of the week. Check this out. Penguins, monkeys, even a camel, among a host of animals that had to undergo a kind of a checkup at the London Zoo. It's the zoo's annual weigh-in, where zookeepers weigh all the animals, looking for their weight, height, and size. Zoo officials say this information allows them to monitor their health and their well-being. The London Zoo is home to at least 20,000 animals. Wow. And finally, in our Inspiring Kids series, it was a golden moment for one teenager from Long Island, New York, whose journey to the Tokyo Paralympics has been truly remarkable, thanks in part to her guide dog. Here's Natalie Morales.
17-year-old Anastasia Pagonis is making a big splash at the Tokyo Paralympics. Last week, the teen crushed her own world record in the 400-meter freestyle to win the United States its first gold medal at the Games. And just days ago, she secured a bronze medal in the 200-meter individual medley. But the journey to get there wasn't easy.
I felt like if I was blind and I was this teenage girl that I had nothing to live for anymore.
The New York teen lost her eyesight 3 years ago from a rare condition, but she found a new lifeline, her adorable guide dog named Radar.
I just feel such a connection with him, and he's such a mush.
I imagine he's a really good cuddler too, and good therapy.
He thinks that he's a lap dog. I'm like, Radar, you are almost 90 pounds, buddy. He's changed my life. I didn't have any freedom or independence before him, and now that I have him, I feel like a totally different person.
Now a Paralympian paving the way for others. We caught up with Anastasia in Tokyo as she prepares for one more race.
You can do anything that you put your mind to. Just keep pushing through because amazing things do happen and you just have to have hope. So just having the opportunity to be here and race against the most elite athletes in the world is insane.
A young woman with big goals making golden dreams come true.
Natalie, thank you so much. What a great story. Well, that is going to do it for us. Parents, just a reminder, if your child has a question about any topic in the news, you can email a video to us at nightlynewskids@nbcuni.com. And you can also follow us on Instagram @nightlykids. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Kate Snow. And as Lester always likes to say, remember to take care of yourself and each other.